Hello my lovelies and welcome to my channel. My name is Moon and I am a huge fan of the Speedy B25 in monogram print and in Damier Ebene print, and I bet if I owned the Azure I would be a fan of that bag too. I just love the Speedy. So this is a video comparing my two Speedy bags, talking about the pros and cons of each, and ultimately I will give you my recommendation for which bag I would purchase if I could only purchase one of these. And hopefully this will help you decide on getting the Speedy B25, or if you're deciding between prints, or you're in the market for a new handbag and you're not sure if the Speedy's for you. Hopefully some of the information I share with you today will be a bit helpful in choosing which bag to purchase. So the Speedy B25 in monogram print was the first handbag that I purchased at the luxe price point. So this is my first Louis Vuitton piece, and I got this in January 2019. It is stuffed with a pillow right now, and that's why it looks kind of, you know, just really smooth in the texture, and you can just see it's retaining its shape really well. This bag also contains a pillow, and I purchased the pillows that are in here from Etsy. I will take them out and show them to you. They're slightly different, but I do like to store them that way because, again, they retain their shape, and you know, it gets rid of the creases pretty fast, because if you're familiar with the Speedy, you know that when Louis Vuitton mails this to you, if you order the bag online, then it's folded up and flat when you get it. And so it does have creases in it when you open, but they do fall out. I've heard reviews where people talk about the creases taking a longer time to fall out than usual. I didn't have any problem with that. They pretty much fell out right away, and I think the bags look gorgeous. So I wanted to get the Speedy B25 on a fluke. I mean, maybe 2-3 years ago when I first started to get into Louis Vuitton, I randomly stumbled across a photograph of the Speedy, and I just thought that the bag was gorgeous. Then I saw the price and my jaw dropped, because I didn't own any luxe handbags at that point. I owned a few Dooney and Burke bags, so, you know, like medium affordable luxe, I guess you could say, relative to Louis Vuitton. And I love Dooney and Burke, but I saw this bag and I saw it in the monogram print, and I thought, I really want to get this bag even though it's at a luxe price point. And I thought, I want to get at least one luxe bag. So at the time I was in the market for the Speedy and seriously thinking about investing in one of these bags. My thought was that I was only going to get one luxe handbag. As it turns out, fast forward a couple of years and I own 4 or 4.5, I would say, Louis Vuitton handbags. And by the half, I mean I own the Pochette Accessoire, which I will show you in a little bit. And that bag is a pouch, but I also use it as sort of a handbag, and I count it as part of my handbag collection. So I don't anticipate buying another Louis Vuitton handbag this year, but in the future, I would like to add maybe 1 or 2 more bags to my collection. So the bag in monogram print was the first one I purchased, and you know, I was really on the fence. I didn't know if I was going to get this bag or this bag. It took me a long time to decide, and I watched so many videos on it. And ultimately, why I decided to go with the monogram print is because of the monogram canvas and the vachetta. And I just wanted a bag where the vachetta on the handles was going to patina over time. I just thought that the patina looked so stunning, and this has definitely patinaed since I got it. You can see it's still in new condition, but it's lost its whiteness. So I do like it more with the slight darkening of the patina, and I can't wait for it to turn into hopefully a honey-colored sort of hue, which I've seen on some pictures online and videos online, because I think the bag just looks great when it ages, and I just like that vintage vibe that the bag gives. So for that reason, I decided to go with the Louis Vuitton in monogram print, because also Audrey Hepburn owned the bag in this size and actually asked Louis Vuitton to make this bag for her in this size. And I just love the duffel shape, sporty look of this bag. So this is why I went with this bag. Now, when I first got this in the mail, I was so excited. I definitely felt like it was the most beautiful bag, but I was a little bashful about wearing the monogram print to work and, you know, certain environments. So I didn't use the bag as much. And I was also really worried about the patina. As much as I love the patina process and the look of it, I felt like I had to be really careful if I had lotion on my hands that I couldn't grab the handles. And, you know, I didn't want to put any apple guard or anything on it because I do like the natural aging process. But, you know, it made me kind of not reach for the bag as much as I would like initially. So as I was, you know, using and getting to know this bag, I was also looking at the Speedy B25 in Damier Ebene print, and I absolutely love this checkerboard print. I mean, it makes me think of chocolate, which I love chocolate, so, you know, I just love that. I also like the fact that this bag is more understated than this one, and that you don't have to worry about patina. You don't have to worry about the bag aging. You can, you know, just reach for the bag even if your hands are a little damp, and you can carry this bag in the rain. And so for all of those reasons, I wanted to get this bag too, and I couldn't get this bag out of my mind once I'd bought this one. So I ended up saving for a second Speedy bag, and I'm so glad that I own both. Now, in terms of the pros and cons of each bag, I would say a great pro of the Speedy bag, again, is the history of it, the association with Audrey Hepburn. I love that feature. Also, you know, the fact that it's going to patina, I think gives the bag character and makes it beautiful. And the monogram print, to me, is just very feminine looking. It looks so pretty, and it's a cheerful print, in my opinion. And I like wearing this bag in particular during spring and during summer, although I think it works fine year round. Unless you live in rainy climate, then you might not want to carry this bag as much outside. But, you know, I've been on the fence too about carrying this bag in the rain, because in some ways I got the bag, I want to use it, and I don't want to fear occasionally getting a little bit of rainwater on it, that it just becomes part of the story of the bag. So as it patinas more, I've been carrying it more because I'm not as worried about the handles. And also, you know, it just doesn't have that real brand new feeling where you want to be delicate with something because you just got it. This bag, though, right away I used it and didn't feel so bashful carrying it out at all, just because it doesn't have the label on it. So it just makes it easier to not, you know, worry about weather, worry about someone looking at you carrying a Louis Vuitton bag if you want to be discreet, you know, in a certain situation. And also, I love this bag for the winter and for the fall. I think it's a great bag for those seasons. It's not that you can't wear it during the summer, but I will say I got this bag in the spring, and I know it's been quarantine and I've been home most of the time, but even at home I keep changing up my handbags and, you know, using them and bringing them out and rotating them because I love them. And I have rotated through this one, but I can see myself reaching for this more in the cooler months, just because somehow the dark color makes me think of those seasons. So I think both of these bags are great to have, because then you have like a year-round Speedy, and, you know, you can use this one in the warmer months and this one in the cooler months, and in that way you get use out of both of them, and they each have their own specific function. Okay, so let me go ahead and show you the pillow on the inside of the bags. So here's one pillow, and you can see it's Speedy shaped. I ordered this from Etsy, and I really recommend it. It says Speedy 25 on the bottom, but now that I've taken it out, you can see that the Speedy canvas is just mushy, and that's another thing I love about the bag, how casual it is. So I'm gonna take out the pillow from the Speedy B25 and Monogram as well. So there you go, they're out. And I'll put these aside, and again, the bags are mushy, so you can take a look at them that way. I just think they're so adorable. I just find them so beautiful and casual. And actually, it was this bag that got me into wearing bags crossbody, because up until I purchased the Speedy, I was more a shoulder bag girl, and I imagined that I would wear the Speedy over my shoulder. And I went with the size 25 because I wanted definitely to have space in the bag and room to put things in there, but I didn't want a bag that looked too bulky and that I might overpack, because I'm not getting these for work, although I might occasionally carry them to work. I wanted these more for the weekend and, you know, just running errands around town or for vacation. I think in terms of vacation, this would be a great travel bag because the strap on it is really comfortable. So let me show you the strap here for the Speedy Bee in Monogram. So the strap, as you can see, has also vachetta, has also patinaed, excuse me. And it's still in really good condition, but that's one of the other pros of this particular bag, is that this strap is very soft, very comfortable. So if you're wearing the bag for hours, I would definitely say that the strap on this one is slightly more comfortable. Now the strap on this, you can see, isn't as soft, but I also haven't worn it a whole lot because I got it earlier this year, and because of quarantine I haven't been out with the bag so much, and because of the season I haven't used the bag as much. But you know, wearing this the few times I have, it's still also been very comfortable. It's not like I couldn't travel with this bag. In fact, if I wanted to travel and be a little more discreet, I might choose this one. But there's just something in the look of this bag that screams vacation to me. I don't know, something about the Monogram print is just fun and cheerful. And this bag, to me, you could wear it casually, but in the Damier Ebene print, I feel like you could also wear it a little more formally, take the strap off and take the bag out to dinner. I mean, you could do the same with the Mono. And I live in Los Angeles, so LA is a very casual kind of vibe city, you know, even in dressier moments. So I think these bags would work. But just to show you the straps, you see, like, I'm pressing that down, and that's a little harder to do. So you can see it's much easier to like bend this one. And I think over time this will become more flexible. But, you know, that gives you a sense of the bags that way. And I'm gonna show you a couple of different ways I use the bag. So you can see the mouth opening is smaller on these, which I actually really love. So in the beginning, when I got this bag, I thought, oh God, the mouth opening is small, but it does like stretch with use. And I also now, as someone who has a good-sized handbag collection, Louis Vuitton bags are the only luxe bags I own, but you know, I also have Dooney and Burke bags, and I have a Dagne Dover, a couple of Kuyana bags. I love my handbags. And you know, I would say that in my collection, I'm starting to learn the quirks of each bag and almost love the pros and cons of each bag I own, because almost every bag I own, there's some challenge with it. Like it might be too big for certain settings or too small to carry my essentials or whatever, but I've learned to work with each bag and, you know, you give a particular purpose to each bag, and then I can enjoy each of them. So I'm just gonna throw a few things in this bag just to show you what it looks like with items packed in. I'm gonna move this over a little bit. So here is my pochette accessoire, which I was mentioning earlier, and I count this as one of my handbags in my collection. It's got my wallet in there and a little card case and some Kleenex, and I really love using this in the Speedy because it's a good like bag organizer in a way. It's good for like just organizing the space in here. So I'm just gonna put a few things in here. So I've got my pochette accessoire in the Damier Ebene print, which matches the bag. And I love this SLG. It might be my favorite of all time. I also have the PM agenda. So I'm going to throw that in here. Here's a pen. In this case I got from Leatherology. And so I like, even if I'm carrying one pen, I like it to be in a case just so it doesn't accidentally mark up my bag. So I'm going to throw that pen in there. I have my reading glasses. I'm going to throw that in there. I have my sunglasses in the soft case. I'm going to go ahead and throw that in there. Hand sanitizer, definitely good to have these days. And I think from now on I will carry hand sanitizer more regularly. And my mini pochette in the monogram print, which matches this bag really well, but I love putting it in here too. So put that in there. And just to show you what the bag can hold, here's my Kindle. And I can also get that in there comfortably. So there you go. There's a look at, the pochette. Mini pochette is kind of flying. Things are flying around. I'm trying to do this so I can show you, but I've stacked things and they fit just comfortably in there. I think this would be the max that I'd want to carry. I could probably throw in a water bottle in there. And I've put in here more than I would ordinarily need to carry when I was taking the bag out. So I'm going to take out a couple of things to show you what I would carry routinely. I probably wouldn't take my Kindle or my pen, you know, unless I was going on a trip or something somewhere and I needed those items. So it would ordinarily be more like this. And then I have tons of room to get into my items. And I just think this bag is so stunning. I just think the look of it is so beautiful. I can't get over the print. I just love it. So I'm going to put this aside for a moment and just bring this bag into view. And the interior here is darker than this gorgeous red interior on this bag. But honestly, you know, when I ordered this bag in the Damier Ebene print, I thought my items would be like way more visible. But although it is darker in here, I feel like it's not necessarily much more visible once I get all my items in there. I'm going to show you this one with a bag organizer. And I have this pink one that I ordered from Etsy. It's got this satin. I like all the pockets all around the edges. That really helps with organizing. Just so you can see what that looks like. So I get that in there. I kind of have to fold it. And here is the bag. Again, it sort of looks like it did when I had the pillow in there. Maybe not as puffy, but that's the bag with the organizer. And I actually do really like the organizer. I love the slouchy look, but there's something really nice about using the organizer with this bag. So if I was using the organizer, I would take out my wallet, put my card case there in the side slot. I would take my mini pochette. I would take my cosmetic case and insert that into the bag organizer. The bag organizer does kind of limit your space a little bit. I wouldn't say too much, but it does somewhat. So I have my reading glasses, which actually I'm gonna slip in outside of the bag organizer, not put inside the organizer. And then I have my hand sanitizer, and I did take out this pochette and take the items out of there, but otherwise everything actually fits in really beautifully. And I don't know if you can see, but the bag organizer makes it much more visible. So that's the bag there, and that's the bag there. So again, both of these are so beautiful. Now I'm also going to show you really briefly here each of these bags with the same bag charm. So here's my Louis Vuitton bag charm, which I purchased pre-loved from Fashion File. And if I place this on the Damier Ebene bag, you can see, let me get these straps out of the way, that looks really, really nice on the bag. It's got the monogram print on here, but that contrast, I think, just really makes the bag pop. And I think that's one way to actually make the Damier Ebene bag more summer friendly, is to put bag charms on it, because then it sort of lightens the bag. and here is the Monogram bag with the same charm. I just think that's stunning. Love it. Let me get another bag charm out of here. Here is a pink one with a teddy bear made out of upcycled Louis Vuitton canvas. I got this from Etsy as well. And I'm just gonna put this on the Damier Ebene bag. I think that looks so cute. And again, that gives it kind of a summery look. So just to put these bags side by side. So, I mean, ultimately, I will just say that both Speedy bags are so good. And again, they each have their own purpose and you can do different looks with them. If I'm wearing all black, I love wearing the Monogram bag. I sort of feel like it lightens an all black outfit. And also it has this vintage look. So if you're going for a kind of casual vintage vibe, the Monogram bag is just so awesome. And the Damier Ebene print, like I said earlier, can have a more dressy look. And it also is an all-weather bag. So that's a huge, huge bonus for this particular bag. And the print is just quieter compared to the Monogram. Now, if I could only choose one, oh my gosh, this is a tough decision because I love both of them. And I really want to keep both of the bags in my collection. But if I could only choose one of these bags, I think I would go for the Damier Ebene bag. I think that would be my choice. Now, the Monogram bag, in my opinion, is so, so beautiful. But I will say, in terms of actually getting a lot of use out of the bag, I think the strap on this bag is really, really comfortable. Even though it may not be as comfortable as a Monogram, it still is really comfortable. You can wear this bag in any season. You don't have to worry about the vachetta. It's going to stay in really good condition, unless there's some cracking, which can sometimes happen with the Speedy. But overall, you're really going to get your money's worth with this bag, and it's just going to, you know, age so well and stay in good condition. And also, you don't have to worry about the you know, wearing the Monogram print in some settings where you might want to be a little quieter with your bag. I think with me, I'm kind of more of an introvert. So as much as I love the Monogram, and I think it's so beautiful and feminine, I love the idea of getting this bag, which is quieter, and then dressing it up with the different bag charms. So if I could only keep one, I would keep this bag. But again, this is a close second. And I would say if you're deciding between the two, go for both practicality and which one just makes your heart sing. You know, I mean, really think about that, like which one you're really gonna love and how the bag fits in with the rest of your collection. So, you know, if all your bags are really solid and you already have a bag that sort of is quieter in its presentation, then, you know, maybe a Monogram bag is something that would work better in your collection. But if you have a lot of printed bags, then maybe getting something Damier Ebene, something that's, you know, not as loud with the Monogram might work better. But ultimately, both of these bags, you can't go wrong. They're both beautiful, and the Speedy B in the 25 size for me is just perfect, especially if you are interested in a crossbody bag. Anyway, thank you so much for tuning into my review today. I hope it was helpful. If it was, please give me a like and subscribe. I would love to have you follow me. And also let me know in the chats, which print do you prefer and why? If you could only have one bag, which one would you go for? Thanks so much. Have a good week.